loose in the gravel. Lunch in a bag, got a plan in his hand. Waders on, step in the shallows. Breath makes rings over that sand. Hard pack, swinging that shovel. Cobbles clack, echo down the stream. Jeremy grins at the trouble, chasing that shimmer he's seen in his dreams. Jeremy's digging in the daylight, daylight. Hard pack, hard, and a river that rolls, turning over stones for the bright stuff. Little red sparks and a yellow that glows. Jeremy's digging in the daylight, daylight. Sweat on his brow, but his eyes stay bold. All day long in the sun-struck water till the pan shows flakes and chunky Ohio gold. Bucket of cons by his ankle, black sand swirling where the clear drops run. Garnet red, winking like candle, tiny glass coals catching that sun. Every scoop, slow concentration, he hums low, lets the rifle strain. Gold sits quiet at the bottom, waiting all day for his patient hands. Jeremy's digging in the daylight, daylight. Hard pack, hard, and a river that rolls, turning over stones for the bright stuff. Little red sparks and yellow that glows. Jeremy's digging in the daylight, daylight. Sweat on his brow, but his eyes stay bold. All day long in the sun-struck water till the pan shows flakes and chunky Ohio gold. Back home, bowl in the kitchen, swirl that pan in a warm light. Glitter stars crawl in the edges, little stars stacking up tight. Red stones, yellow surprises, he laughs soft, look what the river told. Jars on a shelf like a sunrise, flakes and chunky Ohio gold. Jeremy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Jeremy Cantor's Ohio Prospecting, and I hope to earn your subscription today. And yeah, we're doing some creek mining. So yeah, we got the wash plant set over here on the gravel bar, and we're digging where the pay isn't frozen at, underneath the ice. And as you see, I got my gold gremlin up and running today. So yep, it's a creek mining day. So I'll be in and out periodically. Not gonna keep these videos too long. All right, be back in a little while. Let's get some gold. All right, as you can see, we're running perfect. Everything's looking nice. Getting all kinds of nice greavy stuff going through there. And we're finding nice fossils, nice pieces of quartz. That breath's cold enough to see. Oh, well. All right, she's running perfect. Look at that, awesome. And as you can see up in here, we got all nice materials going. And at some views, you can see my breath. 2 pumps, not 1. You wouldn't get that kind of flow off of 1. So, all right, I'm gonna continue on and I'll be back in a minute. All right, so I ran through the first tank of gas on both of these. Getting ready to gas back up. Don't know how the camera view looks. Here, we'll clean you off. Mono, is that better? He's one of my favorite Australians. I adopted him as my new grandpa. I hope he owns a gold mine. Yeah, you see it. Gold gremlin's kicking ass. So yeah, we're gonna continue running, and let's see what we get out of this gravel bar today. Mining on the creek. All right, so we lost the ice underneath here. As you can see, it's right there. There's a little bit, but it's all melted up here and just been replaced with sand. So yeah, amazingly enough, it stayed level. It was flowing perfect. So I'm not gonna mess with it any. I'm just gonna gas up and fire these back on. Pretty nice. Here's what some of the tailings look like. Lots of quartz in there, lots of ironstones, lots of goodness. But hopefully the gold's up there. So it's gonna be an interesting clean out. And yeah, I'm hoping that this is the better section of gold on this gravel bar. Even though we got some decent chunky back there by the back-breaking boulder, which is got ice forming around it in the creek. I don't know. Let's see if we can zoom around that. Right out there in the middle, right where that grass is crossing it. Not bad. Not crab claw, but it is a little bit chilly. They do get a little red tint to them, don't they? I was thinking it was sunburn. You know, the sun is out, but it is cold. All right, enough goofing around. Let's get back to work. All right, just taking a break a minute. Been working at it for a few hours. Just a couple hours anyway. Getting a little bit of a pit going. That sunshine's sure been nice today. Awesome. All right. So, yep, I'm gonna fire back on in a minute here, and then I'll be right back. Yep, gonna need these. You have to have these if you're gonna work the water plant. You can't tough that out. Not with your entire arm being soaked all the way up to your armpit, because that's what would happen if you reach in there to grab those rocks. I don't have the motor for my shaker deck yet. For my hillbilly shaker deck or redneck shaker deck, so I can get it to shake a little bit. It will soon. All right, I'm gonna keep shoveling on. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so yep, I'm back, and as you hear it, I got a new heater. And it sprays out water because it's got one of those hoses that come out of there. I have to run a hose to the drain. Yeah, my chest is a little bit congested. I think I might be coming down with a cold or something. Probably from having no heat for a week. Yeah, while I was working on my videos, my heater went and I had to replace it. And running heaters, those little space heaters in a big house like this doesn't do no justice whatsoever. So I'm glad we got it up and running again. Got a brand new one. Nice. So yeah, hopefully my chest cold will go away. But it didn't stop me from getting out there today and playing around in the snow. You know me, I'm dumb. All right, so You guys see it. I got to get back to it. All right, there's a decent beginning to a January. Nice. I'll try to steady it here. And let's zoom in on that big old piece. Look at that. Almost looked like a heart. Just in time for Valentine's Day coming up soon. Pretty cool. And look at all that. Decent. There is some nice gold in there. Oh. My phone does not like staying in focus. Oh, there we go. Just got to back it up just that few little millimeters. And it is everywhere. Well, try to keep the pan from tipping so we don't get any floaters, which we probably did. And yeah, let's tap that on up and see if it makes a decent smile. Be right back. And heck yeah, it makes a decent smile. Nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry it on up, see what it looks like dry. Alright, so this is what it looks like all dried up. See if we can focus in on that a little bit better and zoom in. There we go. That big decent flake there. And all around some nice decent chunky. So hold on just a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so we gotta hurry up and do this before the thing shuts off. So let's see what we got out there. Huh. 0.04. Not too bad. For only a few hours of playing. Well, actually only a couple hours. That's not bad at all. Nice. And yeah, that was just the surface, the flood gold. I'm sure there's a lot bigger and better hiding below. So, till next time, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you out there.